In a job interview, you know your experience, you know your skills, but when that job interview is in English, your brain can suddenly disappear and you end up saying, I am a good worker, I like job, I do many things. Not wrong as a survival strategy, but you can sound much more professional. In this video, you'll learn 6 professional English phrases to answer common job interview questions clearly and naturally. And we'll also show you the grammar that makes them work. Phrase number 4 is especially useful if you want to talk about achievements without sounding arrogant. Hi, and welcome to the World Language School, and stay with us to learn practical English for job interviews. The goal here is not to memorize one perfect speech. The goal is to have useful phrases ready so your brain doesn't disappear when the interviewer asks you a question. Let's start with the first interview moment, talking about yourself. We are going to look at phrases for 3 important moments: talking about yourself, talking about your experience, talking about your skills. And now let's start with the first one. You will use this when you introduce your studies, training, or professional area. For example, I have a background in marketing and customer communication, or I have a background in engineering with a focus on project management. This phrase sounds professional because it gives your answer a clear beginning. It is much better than starting with a long, confused story about your whole life. Your CV is not a Netflix series. We don't need season 1. So, quick question. What is your background? Marketing, engineering, education, tourism, IT? Think of your word now. You can say, I have a background in. Now let's move on to the next one. You use this next phrase when the interviewer asks, why are you interested in this position? You could answer, I am particularly interested in this role because it combines communication, organization, and problem solving. This sounds clear and motivated, and it is much better than, I want this job because I need a job. That may be true, but in an interview, focus on the role, the company, and what you can offer. Now, be careful with this phrase, interested in. After interested in, you use a noun or an ing verb. So you would say, I am interested in this role, or I am interested in working with international clients. Don't say, I'm interested to work with international clients. Say, I'm interested in working with international clients. A small grammar point, but a big difference. Now, let's talk about experience. You will use this next phrase when you describe what you did in a previous job. In my previous role, I was responsible for managing customer requests and preparing weekly reports. This sounds much more professional than I did emails, reports, and clients. I was responsible for customer requests. Clear, natural, professional. Remember, do not say I was responsible to manage customer requests. You will say I was responsible for managing customer requests. This structure appears a lot in job interviews, so it is worth practicing it. Now, The next phrase is the phrase I mentioned at the beginning. It helps you talk about achievements without sounding too arrogant. Use it when you want to show something positive you did. For example, one project I'm especially proud of is a new reporting system I helped create. This helps you show what you achieved, not only what you did. After this phrase, answer 3 simple questions. What was the project? What did you do? What was the result? For example, one project I'm especially proud of is a new reporting system I helped create. I helped our team organize customer information more clearly. So that's good, short, clear, and professional. Think of one project you are proud of. It can be from work, university, volunteering, or a personal project. Now complete the sentence. One project I'm especially proud of is... You don't need a perfect answer. Just start with the phrase. Now, let's move from experience to skills. You use this phrase when you talk about tools, systems, people, or work situations. For example, I'm comfortable working with Excel, CRM systems, and international clients. Or I'm comfortable working with deadlines and changing priorities. This phrase sounds confident, but not arrogant. You are not saying, I am perfect at everything, because nobody believes that, not even your cat. You are simply saying, I can work with this. That is useful, honest, and professional. Now, you can use this next phrase when the interviewer asks about your personal qualities. For example, I would describe myself as organized, reliable, and curious. But don't stop there. Add a short example. I like to plan my work carefully, but I can also adapt when priorities change. This sounds better than giving a list of beautiful adjectives and then stopping, because words like organized, reliable, and motivated are good, but examples make them believable. Now think about this phrase, I would describe myself as. Why do we use would? Because it sounds softer and more polite in an interview. Compare with I describe myself as organized. Correct, but it is very direct. Now listen to I would describe myself as organized. It is more natural, more professional. In interviews, would helps your answers sound balanced and respectful. Now let's put some phrases together. The interviewer, can you tell me about your previous experience? Candidate, of course. In my previous role, I was responsible for managing customer requests and preparing weekly reports. One project I'm especially proud of is a new reporting system I helped create. It helped our team organize customer information more clearly. Good answer. Why does it work? Because it is clear, it is structure, it is not too long. Now, pause the video and try to answer the same question. Can you tell me about your previous experience? Use these 2 phrases. I was responsible for, and one project I'm especially proud of is. Pause now and try. Now repeat after me. I have a background in marketing. I'm particularly interested in this role because it matches my experience. I was responsible for managing customer requests. One project I'm especially proud of is a new reporting system. I'm comfortable working with deadlines. I would describe myself as organized and reliable. Excellent. Now choose one phrase and make it true for you. For example, I have a background in, or I'm comfortable working with. In this video, we looked at 6 professional phrases for answering job interview questions in English. If you found it useful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel, The World Language School, for more clear English lessons. And write in the comments, what is the hardest job interview question for you in English? In the next video, we'll learn how to start and finish a job interview professionally, including the questions you should ask at the end. You don't need perfect English. You need prepared, clear, usable English. That is what helps you communicate with confidence. Thank you for watching.